About 15 years back, when I first started reporting from the Bodoland region of Assam, I was reporting about violence, ethnic unrest, insurgency. Over the time, several organizations from the Bodo community had taken the lead to bring the underground groups to the mainstream, and then in 2020 the BTR Accord was signed, and for the last 5 years this region has not seen any active insurgency, no violence related to ethnic unrest. It has been rather a spell of peace. Joining us to discuss on this exclusively on NDTV network is the Chief Executive Member of the Bodoland Territorial Council of the BTR region, Mr. Pramod Bodo. Mr. Bodo, you started as an activist with the All Bodo Students Union, and All Bodo Students Union also played a key role in terms of trying to make the people, the Bodo community and the other communities aware of bridging the ethnic divide. You tried a lot in terms of getting the underground groups to overground, and finally with the help of other political forces, the civil society, you have been able to sign the Bodoland Accord. 5 years have passed. How do you see these 5 years? What have been the major achievement, and how you want to take this sustained peace forward?
The very objective of the peace accord was to ensure peace and sustain the peace in this region. So now we can see a transformation and fulfillment of the objective why we signed the accord. Before accord, it's almost 4 decades. This region was unstable, violence and so many killings and bloodshed were taking place. So all the people, all the citizens, they are worried about their future, their security and also their dignity of life. So we started agitation for the third term for creation of statehood of Bodoland. When there was negotiation started, we tried to understand from the both sides. One is our aspirations, other is the constitutional provisions. So in between there was negotiation with Government of India, and during that time the NDTV, who is as you know, as one of the most strong underground groups, they were as working, they are agitating in this part of the country. They had very big operations, big incident happened at the time. So those the NDTV group also, they came to ceasefire in 2005. So after they came in the ceasefire process, other side the All Bodo Student Union democratic agitations, all together we try to understand each other and connecting each other, and somehow we managed to understand each other and their aspiration, their objectives, their the agenda of the movement and democratic agenda of the movement. All together we come to a conclusion that unless we can resolve this issue, the economy, education and other aspects, how Bodo people can develop and how the people living along with us can develop, this issue and this agenda came to an end by signing this accord. And we believe that time that unless we sign the accord, we cannot think of our development, we cannot think of our progress. So we signed the accord, and fortunately at that time the leadership of the of the nation, they had changed their mindset. The new leadership came in 2014. Prime Minister Modi ji, he blessed the entire region by giving all the looking the every issue very seriously and sympathetically, and he considered all the problems as a serious problem. So with his margdashan, we arrive in the conclusion, and also our very bold leadership of Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah ji. He was looking all the issues very seriously one after another. So he also came to conclusion along with the government machinery, Home Ministry, IB people, and also our state government. When leadership change in the state from Congress to BJP, the present leadership of the state government, they were very optimistic of peace and normalcy, and making the regions very progressive in that way, that all things came in happen in reality, that the peace accord was signed. And 5 years we didn't keep silent in anywhere. We started our dialogue with the dialogue, reconciliation, the workshop, discussion, everything happened because our prime agenda was peace and security. And we could achieve the peace and security in last 5 years. Now our agenda is the development. As Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister is saying that in the Amrit Kal, his agenda is a Viksit Bharat. So we want to be part of the Viksit Bharat. The 5 districts of the Bodoland region should not be, outside of his agenda. So it must come within his agenda. So we are preparing ourselves, to move along with this agenda of Honorable Prime Minister, the Viksit Bharat agenda.
And what is the agenda for the future? How do you want to now keep this peace sustained, because livelihood is an issue, connectivity is an issue. You would like more opportunities, job opportunities for the youngsters of this place, so that they don't again go, take up arms and go underground. What is that future plan?
See, underground movement was. It was a particular situation when people felt deprived, ignored. The system could not reach to these people for development and other, hold the system. So they feel that they are neglected. So they started agitations. So it was one part. Now people realized. So underground, it is. If you see, it is sometimes see that it is impractical. How you can win with these, the mighty armed forces of the country like India, where you have 500, 200, 300 cadres. You cannot fight and win with the military or the paramilitary forces. So it is just to hurt the government that we have problems. They started these agitations, some bombing and this and that activity, when they thought that democratically we have fought for 30, 40 years and government not heard. So they started, doing some this kind of violence activities. So now people have understood that whole dynamics is changing, whole scenario is changing, and the network is everywhere. Information is coming to all section of the people, and in our region, particularly the Bodoland region, it is the gateway of the Northeast. So information comes to this part, and this is not isolated area. There is a mixed populations. There is all networks, all connectivity. So people are trying to understand what should we do in to develop our region. So our government is focusing. One is the reconciliation and sustainable peace. It is one pillar, vertical, and other verticals. What we have said is the harmony among the communities. Without harmony, without peace, we cannot think of development. So we are reconnecting and reuniting and reconciling among the groups who are feeling deprived and little bit disappointed that the process is not coming to them. I mean the development process, development benefits are not coming to them. We are trying to make them connected with these people. Other things is education, health services. These are also in the very worst condition at the time of movement. So now it is improving. This is a small area. We are focusing on our health sector. We are focusing on our education and other sectors like agriculture, livestock. Everything we are managing now. So everything are streamlined now. Every policies we have managed to make it properly. Now Bodoland will progress because directly we have the support of the central government. Direct we have the support of the honorable this chief minister, very dynamic chief minister of Assam. So we are on the job. That Bodoland is progressing, and the only thing is that we have to sustain the peace.
One last thing, there are still insurgency and ethnic unrest in some parts of Northeast. Of late we have seen the situation in Manipur. Is the Bodoland model a model of resolving ethnic distrust among communities?
Now, this can be happen, but they have to understand. Now what they are thinking, I don't know. Before this recent the incident happened of the class in Manipur, for last 10 to 15 years there was peace in Manipur. The Armed Forces Special Power Act were withdrawn from the states, and it became peaceful. That time, the Manipur was in the any time in the national media for sports, for literature, for culture, for many things that happened in Manipur. After this conflict, what I have seen that Manipur will need more decades to rebuild this atmosphere. So they have to realize this. Fighting between two communities, you can't achieve anything. Fighting among the communities, communal conflict, this kind of things cannot give you anything, like whatever you are aiming for. So government of India, they can resolve the issue, they will resolve the issue. And if you fight, between government of India is also sometimes helpless, because Bodoland has already faced, decades of violence, and there was a huge loss which we cannot, think of now. So I request our brothers in the Manipur, please start reconciliation, among your party, your team, your groups. This is only solution. That government of India is, I think, ready to help. In Bodoland also, anytime whenever we we demanded, whenever we pleaded, the government of India is always there to help them. So as a brother, my request is to stop the violence and start reconciliation, dialogue and discussion, and what are the problems, what are the issues, they should be find out and